I do know that a lot of people like to say that anything that happens in Michigan automatically ties to Detroit, but it doesn't. This is a Walmart situation where there was a stabbing. There was a stabbing at Walmart where 11 people were stabbed in Traverse City, Michigan. Traverse City, Michigan is a place that I think is gorgeous. It is beautiful. It is a small town off of Lake Michigan, probably a little bit closer to Chicago than it is to Detroit. It's about a 4-hour drive from Detroit, about 4 hours from Detroit up to Traverse City. And yes, Walmart does have locations in Traverse City. All right. It's a pretty nice town. But there was a very tragic situation that happened in Traverse City. And I want to bring you guys up to speed on what's going on up there. So, again, make sure you hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. And this is the latest on this situation.
I'm Camille Mary. Coming up, we're learning more about the man who allegedly stabbed 11 people at a Walmart near Traverse City.
I'm Ingrid Kelly in Detroit. A church family.
We don't want to get into all of that. We don't need all of that.
Random and say the 42-year-old man acted alone here. Fox 2's Camille Mary joins us live with more on the investigation. Camille, I understand law enforcement just gave us an update. What did we learn?
Yeah, they did hold a press conference earlier today, and really the million-dollar question right now that they still don't have the answer to is why this happened.
The suspect, who has been identified as 42-year-old Bradford James Gilly of Afton, Michigan, was arrested and transported to Grand Traverse County Jail, where he will remain pending.
Where is he from? Where did they say he was from? Let me rewind that really quickly.
The suspect, who has been identified as 42-year-old Bradford James Gilly of Afton, Michigan, was arrested and transported to Grand Traverse County Jail, where he will remain pending formal charges and arraignment.
Arrested just minutes after he allegedly
I don't even know where that
stabbed
is,
11 people at a Walmart in Garfield Township near.
I have no idea where that is. I've never heard of Afton, Michigan. Has anybody heard of Afton, Michigan before? I haven't. Maybe you have. It's a lot of small towns and a lot of small cities all across this place, all across the United States of America. Very foreign to me. Never heard of Afton, Michigan, but Afton. Never heard of it before.
Traverse City. The first 911 call came in at 4:43 p.m. on Saturday. The first sheriff's deputy on scene arrived at 4:46 p.m.
At the time of the deputy's arrival, multiple citizens, including one who was armed with a pistol, were confronting the male suspect in the parking lot and preventing him from harming further people and leaving.
Well, there's your answer. Somebody said, nobody had a pistol. There's your answer. I asked myself the same question because yesterday when I first started covering this story and I dropped the video for it, that was my very first question was, because Michigan is a stand your ground, CPL holding. We don't have the same extreme liberal views, even though occasionally we do flip blue. I don't know how they flip blue in 2020. However, we here now. We're red, right? And so we go back and forth. Here's the thing that I was asking myself. I said, bro, are you telling me that nobody in Michigan, when everybody in Michigan has a gun, everybody in Michigan, I'm telling you, bro, they don't announce it. It's not always going to be front and center. It's not necessarily that thing. They say that everybody, a lot of people be having a pistol. Now, I also understand that people may not necessarily be strapped inside of the Walmart because who expects for it to, you'd be going to the grocery store and to get a couple pair of drawers out of the left section that a man with a knife, a flip-up knife, would just start stabbing people. A 42-year-old man will start running up and stabbing people. So now I find out that somebody had a CPL, a concealed pistols license, and they had a gun. And here's my other question. All right. Now, I'm not advocating for death. I'm not advocating for death. But here's my other question. How did this guy get arrested to be able to tell the tale? That is correct. They said most of the people that he attacked actually was like in a wheelchair, or it was somebody that, because I mean, you know, it ain't a whole lot of guys that's just randomly going to Walmart. Most of the people that's going to be in Walmart are people that went in there so that they can go and take care of some business and all of that, right? Again, my question is, I don't know how this guy is still alive to tell the tale when you get to stab 11 people and they didn't stop him until he got to the parking lot. That is wild to me. You can go and stab people and you can live to tell the tale. These type of people, let me watch my rhetoric on the Millionaire Morning Show. Y'all trying to figure out the why, and they're going to investigate and get it out of them, and y'all going to use all of these police resources and detectives, and the FBI is in on the case and all of that. We could have fixed this right in the parking lot. You said because a Marine held him at gunpoint. I don't really think you understand what I'm saying here. And I try to not have to say it without saying it, and say it by saying it without saying it, if you know what I mean. What I'm saying is, how do you get to the point to where if somebody is a Marine, right, or a regular citizen that has the right to protect themselves and other people in a situation where people are getting stabbed, how do you get to the point to where you're holding him at gunpoint? Because my first instinct, and this is the thing that they told us inside of the class. All I got to say is this is what they told us in the class. When I took my CPL class, they said this. Do anything you can to escape the situation where people are being harmed. However, if you ever find yourself in a situation to where you must, and you absolutely have to pull out your pistol, then you have to be prepared to truly use it, if you know what I mean. Not to stop somebody, not to do a warning, not to do none of that. If you ever get to the point, this is what they told us. Now, all I can do is go by what they told us. If you ever get to the point to where you have to pull out a pistol, then you have to be prepared to use it. So if I'm pulling out, I'm not saying, hey, hold up. Now, I understand that the Marine might have a little bit more discipline and training than me. I just go to the gun range. That's all I know. Pull out and shoot. Pull out and shoot. Pull out and shoot. Pull out and shoot. If it's 11 people that stabbed, I don't know how you're not going to be the 12th to go down. That's all I'm saying. How big was the stabs, you said? Oh, okay, well, Donovan, let me get out my tape measure and figure it out. Stab wound, 11 by 3. Does it matter? You know what I'm saying? Any stab is too big as far as I'm concerned. Hey, he said, how big was the stab? Let me figure it out. So the blade was a little dull, and so it was a little sharp at the end. One stab is one too many. You going down. Y'all want to see how big the stabs were, how deep they went? Well, we going to figure that out after we get him out of the coroner's office. That's all I'm saying.
In addition to sharing the mugshot of the suspect, investigators released a photo of the knife they say was
used that
in
big. That stab.
Attack.
The weapon used was a folding knife with a 3.5-inch cutting.
Here's the thing, Chip the Great. You says the Marine, that's exactly what it is. The Marine knew how to control the situation. I think I know better than than that particular Marine. The fact that he was able to control the situation, I know how to control it. You don't know how to control that situation? I know how to control the situation. I'm just saying. In my opinion, from where I'm from, it's not about controlling the situation. I don't think y'all realize that 11 people got stabbed. 11. 11 people. Why is it that we always have a debate? Even when it seems, when I come in here and it almost seems like I think that this is going to be clear cut. We all agree definitively. The only thing that we've ever agreed with recently that I can think of off the top of my head is white people being able to self-segregate. And I was surprised. I was like, hey, y'all think that all white people can self-segregate without no problem? Everybody was like, oh, we don't care. They can do what they want to do. That's their freedom. That's their right. I said, wow. So we all agree on that. But we can't agree on the idea that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 10 step commandments. What? And then he took 11 just for good measure. That I'm gonna be like, hey man, you stop right there. Don't go a minute further. I don't even think it's worth talking about at that point. You got to 11. One person, then you go and run. Two people. You over there by the checkout kiosk. 3, 4. Who else? Oh, going through the house. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I see a woman on a wheelchair. 8. You over here. 9. Now you know people are running, right? Chase you out to the parking lot. 10, 11. That's a lot of people, bro. I don't know if y'all listening to what we saying. We didn't say 2. We said 11. At 11, it ain't no control in the situation. The situation was out of control. That's an out of control situation. What are you talking about? The Marine knew how to control. The situation was out of control. Everybody bleeding. People in the house with knife wounds. Do you know how hard it is to go and chase down 11 people? I can't catch 11 people in tag. I don't even know if it's 11. Have y'all ever played tag? Have y'all ever played, you know what I'm saying, to get to the spot and all of that? You know how hard it is to catch 11 grown folks? Even if they big. You know how hard it is to catch 11 of them? And they all screaming and it's pandemonium and it's chaos all at the same time. And you at Walmart? Bruh, you know how hard it is to catch 11 people? 11 is a lot. That's a lot of people. You'll be lucky to get 2 people in tag. And we're all in a confined space. 11? That's bro, you know how hard it is to get 11 kills in Call of Duty in one sitting? Bro, you're an elite level sniper. You've been playing all day, every day for 7 to 8 hours a day for the last 2 years in order to get 11 kills. You know how hard it is to get 11 kills in Sharpshooter, Rainbow Six? You know how hard it is to kill 11 people in GTA? That's a video game. It's harder in real life. Dude, this dude went in there, man, he's not going to make it out of Walmart. He got to go. He got to go. No, seriously. You said not in their wheelchair, AD. I heard he stabbed somebody in a wheelchair. Once the wheelchair person got hit, you know how hard you got to run to catch me once I see you stab 10 people and I'm going to be the 11th? Had to be all white people. Oh my God, they all tripped. Everybody tripped like Jason, like the movies.
Blade.
Of the 11 people stabbed, one of them was a Walmart employee. They range in age from 29 to 84. The majority of them are 65 and older.
I'm happy to report one patient has been treated and released. Now we have 10 remaining patients, 2 who remain in serious.
Y'all said stabs are silent, not the person that's screaming. Y'all sounding crazy, bro. What have y'all been smoking this week? Have y'all been smoking this week or what?
Position, serious condition, and the others have progressed to fair condition.
Gilly is being charged with 1 count of terrorism and 11 counts of assault with intent to murder.
And Gilly will be arraigned possibly as early as tomorrow or maybe Tuesday, and we will hopefully learn more about this investigation when he is formally arraigned. Reporting live, Camila Mary, Fox 2.
Y'all crazy, bro. Somebody said the Marine tracked him down inside of the parking lot. You gone. You a dead man running. Even if you tell me, all right, I'm about to put my hands up. I'm going to do the whole state a favor. I'm going to do taxpayers a favor. I'm going to do all of that. I'm doing all of that. Y'all, I guess we all different. And this is why God has made us different. This is why God has put it on our heart to be a completely different people. We are all different, and that is okay. There's nothing that you can tell me, nothing that you can show me that actually give me some logic and reason how he's able to tell the tale and he's only been subdued. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.